After a high energy musical start, welcome to the Old Selbornian Roadrunners Mercedes-Benz driven 15K and 5K 2025 event. We've got the drone flying over all the 15K runners. It's a 2-lap race, so you do this route twice. So if you get lost the first time, well, then you're going to be lost the second time. Don't worry, the route was well marked, and Colin explained all the turns and that, and they had marshals at every single turning point. We see Alderson ambulances gazebo set up there, and they were very visible out on the route. Just under 500 online entries or on-site entries here. Perfect weather, and that is not the wind blowing. That Old Selbornian man wind thingy has got its own wind, and it blows like that. There was absolutely no wind. It was perfect weather. I remember last year we had a bit of drizzle, and it was quite chilly. Today was absolutely perfect weather conditions. Alright, we're going to switch over now to the Insta360, and you can hear the sound going.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Tintin!
Sam is up on the 15.
Okay.
So, good.
I'm waiting.
I'm the last to start. The last to arrive.
That's fine.
So that was the start of the 15K, and as you can see, we're including the Insta360 camera. It's got sound on, so you can have a bit of background sound effect and hear and what's going on when the race starts. We're going to be including the camera along the route as well with the drone, and just to link those two together. This is the start of the 5K. This is a fun run. You don't have to have a license to run this race. And we just ask, or the event organizer asks always, if there are very young kiddies, dad and mom, please be along, or granny and grandpa. This is where the pram pushers come in. And yeah, once again, they're on the line, and we're going to cross over now to the Insta360.
Hey, Cody!
So this is just the drone, Cody hanging the drone above the 5Ks. And lately, the event organizers have wanted to give the 5Ks equal or as much as possible media footage, i.e. the photography and the drone work, and I think it's fantastic. This is where we get the feeders into the 10Ks and the 15Ks and the 21Ks. There below us is Dr. Richardson and his daughter. I did make sure that when he was pushing the prem, I said, Doc, and I saw his daughter, then we didn't have to say anything more. That's his grandchild. We can see quite a few prams actually. Mandy is making a comeback. She's in the 5K. She was just probably there by the gate turning left there now. They cross over what's it, Glen Eagles Pier Street, and they go down in the good old man Transkei. We're going to have 1, 2 and 3 on the Insta 360 now, so we'll give you some feedback of that and you'll see how fast they come past us.
Thank you.
Forgot you. Well done, well. And that was 1, 2 and 3 male, the top 3 male runners coming in after their first lap. Remember, it's a 2 lap. This is what everybody knows as the start of Sterling Hill. We have Evie Meyer there. Oxus Striders. And yeah, we have the male runners coming through. It looks like Overtakers. Some more Oxus Striders. They had quite a good turnout here. And you can see on the left the major construction going on here in Goldsway. And that's to stop all the flooding of this bridge for future. Now this is a well-known hill in East London, Sterling Hill, and why it's called Sterling Hill, Sterling High School's on top. Right on top, you turn right into Glen Eagles and into Pier Street at Ventus. One of our early morning walkers here in the noon area. Haven Hill's giving us a friendly wave there. And like I've said before, they're used to hills. Or I mean, with a club name like Haven Hills, you have to be used to hills. There's no other way. So these are probably about the top 50 to 100 runners. You'll see on the left hand side, the 5K runners are joining in. And this is probably the main reason, well, it actually was the only reason why we were here. I was mindful of the construction site now, but this is where I could get the 5Ks and the 10Ks, get them on drone and on the photography side of things on the camera. And there you see Cody, my son, on the left there. So this gave us a chance to sort of see the reaction of the 15K guys. And when I say guys, I mean all females, running alongside the 5Ks. A Nedbank runner, that's Freeman Vuter just behind him. I'm trying to catch on all the names here. I don't know all the runners. I know them probably by face, but I don't know all their names. Statram Athletics Club, another Oxus Striders runner. We're getting friendly waves. They look like Cully. Friendly waves. That here comes Kirsten. I actually made a comment to her. I said, hey, you got your own personal bodyguard. You've got a SAPS member next to your cop. She like turns to me and says, you're a cop. But Cody getting nice and close to the runners. I was actually liking that, very low down. I think it's the first time he's done that. And people don't understand that flying the drone is quite complicated. Not actually flying the drone, but to keep your eye on the screen, to watch the runners. You'll see Edwin coming up here. Then he's got to look behind him as well. So he's actually flying the drone backwards here. And he's got to watch out for cars. You know, obviously Edwin won't be running in the road like this if a car is coming. Well, that is the assumption. So, and then also when it comes to trucks and buses, you've got to get higher with the drone. And yeah, so there's a lot of things going. Lindsay Jacoby, Wayne Jones by himself. And the reason why I was actually wondering what happened there, R72 Smart Paces, what actually happened there was Linda apparently fell. And I think she completed the first lap. So that's why Wayne was so up front. He wasn't running with Linda. He has two youngsters from the 5Ks. Also the R72 Smart Paces on the right with that aqua green colors. And this is starting to climb the Sterling Hill, so it's got a bit of a incline to it. I was asked by Andrea Ranger, Tina, why are you on the hill? Well, I think now she knows. Jordan Fenter, they only did one lap. It was 5Ks exactly. Nedbank Running Club and another Oxford Striders Running Club. This is actually Oxford Striders stomping ground, this Nahoon. They based up in Beach Road, just behind the old Nahoon Primary School, which I believe is now College Street is there. Michael O'Connell, he does a big MJ. I think he does two. There he goes, one, heel clickers. Sylvia found that very amusing, and so did the gents behind. They didn't try and imitate him. Michael O'Connor owns the Misco, and he's also a very accomplished motorbike rider, enduro and that type of thing. This looks like real Kojimas. Ashes, yes, Ashes, there we go. And Siva's hubby from Buffalo City Municipality Athletics Club. A long name that. Ashes runs for Real Kojimas. They're based out in Nanzani. Very big supporters of all our races. Let's have a walk now. A lot of people forget about runners hate being captured walking. I suppose probably most of your top runners, they don't like it. So they see me and they run past me, then they forget about the drone, and then they start walking behind me. United Athletics Club. And then they start walking and they go, oh damn, the drone's caught me. This is one of Cody's teachers coming along, Mr. Collicott from Beaconhurst School. Yes, there are some very fit teachers out there. I just forgot her name when she ran on earlier, Angelique Norton. She's one of the top lady runners on the border area. Here comes Aspinalla, Bianca Miller, Nicolette Lennox, and Tristan McGregor. I haven't seen this. I can't call him a latte anymore. He's a fully grown adult. He knows me and he knows Cody very well. Also very, very good on a motorbike, enduro, and also owns McGregor's Plumbing. So if you need a good plumber, there's a gent in the RVCA shirt. Tristan McGregor, get hold of him. Here comes Janet Kick on the right hand side. Cody actually gets very quite close to these two ladies as well, and I like it. They were enjoying it and having a good old laugh, probably thinking we actually want to walk. Here comes a bunch of R72 Smart Pacer juniors just ahead of Warwick. Warwick was probably thinking, how can these guys be faster than me? Looks like Graham Hensberg. Simone going up there. Here comes a legend of running 4 times Comrades winner with the red cap on. Just gone past us there. MJ the bus. I think this was a 150 bus. Just trying to pick up the flag there. And the Land Rover just keeping their pace just behind MJ. Cody's got to watch out for cars. The bus, the Land Rover's got a bit of a high roof. So yeah, we're getting the sort of the bunches will come through now. And one of the runners with the driven shirt on. Another running bus. I think it's a Cheetah's bus driver here. Santana in the front here. She was down from, I believe England. She actually flew back 2 days later. She was asking me about the photographs and that. So it was good for her, good for us to have a international runner out here, or a visitor. Samantha Johnson, she did a massive big MJ later on the second lap. We caught it on photography. I don't know if Cody got it on the drone, but I definitely caught from the back of her as she jumped going down Stanmore Road. Adventures Running Club. Yeah, some ladies, temp runners. Yeah, you'll see some more 5Ks joining. There's Anton from Mercedes-Benz Running Athletics Club. We've got club runners here. We've got 5K fun runners. And we hope these 5Ks will one day join us on the 10Ks and the 15Ks and the 21Ks. Kanubi Harriers, OMAC, Original Mumbers. Their big races coming up soon. The Great Car Marathon and the 21K. Stay tuned. I will be updating with particulars of that. So according to Sharon, what I heard her say on the prize giving, this is the longest period of any race on the border that they've had the same sponsor. I think I've said that right. I hope I've said that right. I think it's 35 years or 30 plus years that a single sponsor has sponsored a running event on the border region. And that's amazing, that. Absolutely amazing. And we thank Mercedes-Benz for that. We saw Esme from Pacers going past there. Real Kojimas. I'm trying to pick out all the colours here. So yes, I do know most of the clubs, especially the colours. Here comes the Original Mumbers. Sort of olive. I don't know if that's Lubalala. Another Original Mumbers. He must know me. He was making a joke there. This is Nedbank Running Club. We've got Oxford Striders in the red and a little bit of white and blue. This looks like R72. No, it's the Driven shirt. So they're wearing the sponsor's shirt. It looks like Jeanette running up there now. All right, we're going to be going to our second spot that we take photographs on, Stanmore Road. A little bit more difficult to fly the drone, but yeah, I know it's hard for us to leave as the runners are coming up, but yeah, we are in Stanmore Road and some more 5K runners. And I'm glad we've got the 5K runners, giving them a bit extra footage. You'll see on the right hand side a Nedbank runner going past there. And these are probably the top runners now on their second lap. Mazol Impala in the red colors of Boxer. He's definitely on his second lap. It looks like Andrea Ranger. She was third woman, I think, in here after Lauren and Karen, the sisters. Karen Lartichan and Lauren Ranger. So Stanmore Road is a very misleading road. You think it's downhill, but it's got a little bit of hills in, but this at the moment is downhill. Yeah, Cody's got to watch out for all these trees hanging over and the telephone and electrical wires going across. Fortunately, there were cars, but not that many, so it's quite a quiet road for traffic vehicles. There's Aubrey Glasgow from R72 Smart Paces, and I was actually very impressed. I think Aubrey finished in the top 30, or he was the 30th runner in, which is actually an amazing time that he completed in. Here's Dr. Richardson and his daughter. He's known as Dr. Nose. He's an ENT specialist, I believe, ear, nose, and throat specialist. And he's pushing his grandchild. I didn't get to look if it was a boy or girl. Here comes Angie Norton. So I finally got her name right. I remember. Sorry, Angie. Angelique Norton. Craig Leibach. Sorry, I'm not remembering names here now. So these are all I would say, the top. Well, Aubrey came 30th. So these are definitely the top 50 runners. They're on their second lap. Here's another mommy pushing her baby. I think it looks like a little girl. Another Oxford Striders. So, the 15Ks have got to thread their way through the 5Ks. Remember, the 5Ks are fun runners, so they're not really looking behind them who's coming past them. They're just out there enjoying themselves with friends and family, and obviously some parents or grandparents with their kids or grandkids. So 15Ks, please be patient, and they don't know, they must understand that the 5Ks don't know keep right, pass left. That's normally the thing of the rules of the road. Keep right and then you pass left. These 5Ks haven't yet gone up Sterling Hill. They only did one lap of their 5K route, so they have not experienced what's still to come, and it's quite a steep climb there. But the good news is the second Mercedes-Benz water point was on top of Sterling Hill, so that would have been very welcoming for these 5Ks. The 5Ks also has Effie Meyer, very, very good runner, runs for Pumpkins Athletics Club. She's definitely got fitter and fitter over the last year or so, and faster. Kulani Athletics Club. I just can't think of this gent's name now, but he's a very fast runner. Does a lot of coaching as well. And you can see he's pulling this Oxford Striders lady along. Rail Kojima's runner. And as you can see, we've got quite a few potholes in this road, so runners have got to be careful of that. ELAC, East London Athletics Club. Now, for runners like me, you might think, my type of speed, you might think, yeah, but these runners are running so easily. It's because they are so fit. They are training every day. They're out there doing the hill training, the downhills, and they do gym. A lot of them go to gym. So they're already putting that extra effort in and can breathe much better. Haven Hills. Here comes Freeman Vutu. I think he's from Fairfield Development Running Club or something like that. Oxford Striders lady. Thank you to the gent in the car avoiding the runners and riding on the other side of the road. Very kind of you there. I don't think this lady was in the race. She just happened to be doing a run that Cody caught on the drone. So if you're wondering where Stanmore Road is, it's in, what is this, Nahoon, Bonnie Doon. So if you want a lot of footage, you've got to become a fast runner, and you'll get a lot of running, a lot of drone video in. That was Kirsten Collins. I got to ask her, where was Grant today? You might ask why a lot of the runners are still wearing long sleeves tops. Some runners just prefer to have protects you from the sun, early morning chill, and when you're running at this speed, I think you get quite cold, So a lot of runners will wear those long tops, or on their second lap they probably dumped it already. I think that was Pumpkins. I'm not too sure. So you'll see a lot of these runners haven't got club colors on, or they just chose not to wear them. This guy looks like he's a club. No, he's a temp runner, but he's running with a Driven sponsor shirt, which is always nice to see. Comrades cap. There goes Lindsay Jacoby. He runs out from Oxford Striders, and he was actually at school with me. Cambridge High School. So I'm going to give Cambridge High School a bit of free marketing there. I don't think Lindsay did much running at school, but I know he was a big tennis player, and still does play a bit of tennis, I believe. Also does a bit of bowls in the summertime, and obviously running has taken the forefront of all his sporting activity. He's also a big supporter of the events, and does most of the events out here. Edwin from Nedbank East London Running Club. He's also the chairman of the club. This gent looks like he's wearing the Mercedes-Benz Gallop shirt. That was the race, well, that race is going to be a week after this event. Also sponsored by Mercedes. I believe that's the principal of Cambridge High School, Mr. Berend. There we go, R72 Smart Paces. They run out from Kids Beach. Beautiful resort town, airport side of East London. Here's Wayne Jones, and so definitely Linda not with him. I believe she's okay. Couple of grazes and skin losses there, but seems to be all good, I heard after the event. I think this is also Angie Leach running with her partner there. So these runners are now going, I would say, from the top 50 to the top 100. Still running very good pace. And sun was fully up now. Sunrise was up, and it was starting. You could start feeling the heat a bit, you know. It will start getting a little bit on the hot side. Looks like Asher's coming here. There we go. Big MJ caught on camera. Well done, Ashes. He has got springs in those legs of his. Mark O'Connell. Here we got MJ in the bus. Quite a real mix-up of clubs here. Real Kojima's Mercedes-Benz Club. MJ runs for Rainbow Athletics. We've got Nedbank there, Stutterarm, and Oxford Striders, I believe. Yes, Stutterarm there as well. And Nedbank. Yeah, Nedbank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. They're not running slowly, these guys. You'll see just ahead there in the drone is the first Mercedes-Benz water point. They actually manned both water points. And thank them for that. Not only sponsored the event, they actually came out, and that's the Mercedes-Benz Athletics Club. They actually went and manned the water point. I'd also like to say a big thank you, special thank you to Vuki Sam. He runs for Original Mumbers. His wife runs for Mercedes-Benz. She works there. But he came out dressed in the Mercedes-Benz kit and was helping at the water point. And it's always great. Nati was there as well. It's always great to have experienced runners at water points. They know how to hold the water out, especially when it comes to the Fosties. The Fosties fly through there. And we actually brought this, well, I actually brought up this debate, and you can actually comment on the comment section about this. I said the top 50 runners in any race, normally the 10, 15, 21Ks, most of them go for water. They don't want Coke. And a lot of the runners came on Facebook. This post of mine got over 9,000 views. And we used a correctional, he's already gone past, we used a correctional service runner as the photograph. He was grabbing the water out of Anati's hand. And it's also part of how Anati was holding the water and the Coke. He holds it right on the tippy tops of the sachet, so that the runner can choose and grab it. And I commented and said most of these runners in the top 50, 60 runners were going or asking for water. And this is just a photograph of the top. We're actually going to cross over now to the Insta 360.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm recording. Thank you.
We're running home now.
Video.
Cool. Hello, mommy.
So we're flying. Cody's flying. Well, no, Cody's flying the drone over the finish line of Old Selbornian Club. It's the Old Selbornian Roadrunners event. And I'm going to get back quickly to that thing I posted on Facebook, over 9,000 views. And sort of the gist of it was that most sort of the fasties of the first 50 runners, they go for water at water points. And a lot of the runners came along and said, Dino, we find the Coke, the sugar in the Coke drops us lower down and the energy in that. But they do take in the last 3Ks of a race, or the last 2 water points of a race, depending on how long the race is, they do take Coke then, just to give them a boost to the finish line. But in the beginning of the races, on the 21Ks, the 42Ks, it's water all the way, or they have their own type of hydration. So that was just a finish of what I started before the Insta 360. And that Insta 360 was a lot of the 15Ks, sort of the back runners in Olmen Transkei Road. We thought we'd stop there and give a bit of coverage there. And it's always nice to support the back runners, and I'm one of them. And I'll just like to remind you, at Soul Destroyer 2024, I was the last runner in. No excuses, just that I am that slow. We're hanging about the finish line. That's where the prize giving will be done. You'll see that beautiful Mercedes-Benz, and unfortunately it wasn't up for grabs as a prize. Yes, you'll see that little Old Selbornian Roadrunners white figurine blowing, that balloon figure that blows up. That is not from the wind. There was very little to no wind here. That was just an air pump that makes it wiggle like that. You can see the banners, the flyers, they're not blowing very much. It was a beautiful morning. Absolutely, we couldn't have asked for better weather. And to Sharon Bosch, Colin Bosch, and their club, the hosts, East London, the old Selbornian Roadrunners Club, and their sponsors, Mercedes-Benz and Twizzler. We'd like to thank you for an awesome event. It really, really was a lekker day out there. And that's a bit of local lingo for you. The word lekker, which means nice, good, great, depending on what term, how you use it. These runners have been out for more than an hour, hour and a half out on the road. I can't really pick up the timing clock of Moby Elite there, but I would say this is probably an hour and a half out on the road now. And that's not a bad time for a 15K, maybe an hour 40, hour 45, maybe closer to 2 hours. But yeah, that's, there we go, I think it's 141 or 147. So runners are just hanging around now, chatting. A lot of them have got prizes coming up. They've won an age category. They've either come first, second, or third in their age category. There's some Twizzler drinks there. So to win that, you have to have the age flash that you're running pinned on your chest and on your back. Otherwise, you do not qualify for that age category. And it doesn't cost you anything more to enter for that. All you got to do is buy the age flasher. Some of the clubs are here, give them out to the people. You get the 40 age flashes, the 35s, I think, the 50s, the 55s, the 60s, and so it goes on. And it differs from each and every race. Some races will offer up to the 70-year-olds, some don't. Depends on their budget and what they can offer. Some only offer first places. Sometimes they offer first and second only. And many a times that I'm at the finish line, as I am now, I notice that sometimes a 60 age group or a 65 age group, there's no prize because nobody wore their age flashes. So guys, get your age flashes, stick them on your shirts. Nothing embarrassing about being a 50-year-old or a 60-year-old or whatever age you are. The chances of you winning a prize are very good. There's quite a few runners coming in now. This young lady's hair is bouncing in the wind as she's running. Looks like Nedbank running in there. And all these runners that aren't wearing club colours are all temp runners, looks like it. Or they've decided to wear the race shirt of the day. The turquoise or teal colour, I was told. It's always nice to have an event like this when the weather's good. Beautiful sunshine. I see in Langa out there, one of the race officials, they check all the age categories. Guido, they compared it with the Moby Elite officials. It was William there. And then they go and reference it with the chip as the people come in over the finish line. So all results are checked, cross-checked, and checked again. And when everybody's satisfied, somebody, I think Isabel maybe, signs it off. And then prize giving starts. I can just give a shout out to Sharon. She's very, very quick with the prize giving. But she knows runners don't stay long at prize giving. You know, if it's a Saturday race, they want to get out. Kids got sports. Sundays, people want to go out to church and so on. A lot of runners or parents have got young kids that granny or grandpa's looking after them. They want to get home and get the kids out, you know. So she, as soon as all the age categories are accounted for, this looks like Luwawaba from and Maduna. Sorry, I didn't see the rest there. From Luwaba's from Stadtram Athletics Club. Maduna from OMAC, Original Mambas. And he's actually wearing, I think, last year's 21K Great Car Marathon shirt. Kumani runners below us here. This lady with the light blue, turquoise, orange colors and the headband down on doing the selfie video. They come all the way from Queenstown. Kumani. They've got a massive big event coming up in October the 5th. Don't forget about it. Follow my Facebook page. I'll keep you updated. Cody really getting low down here. We're getting that sort of misty, smoky background from the sun beaming into the camera. Guys just taking it easy pace, no rush. Here comes a lady from the Pacers. They are mainly a walking club. But they do have runners. I mean, a lot of them are very fast runners as well. Got this beautiful blow-up banner or finish banner arch of Old Selbornian Road Runners, and they are the hosts today. And they're based out of, well, the Old Boys Club. Here comes Louis Erke from Paces. You see he's running in. I think he's got an age category of 70 or 65. I'm not too sure, couldn't see properly there. Moby Elite Timing Gazebo just on my left here. And they do most of our races out here in East London. Here comes Adventus. I think this was Lavella. All the Ventus runners coming in. And they're happy to see the finish line. Hands up in the air, and they cross over the mats. You might ask why there are two mats. It's just a backup system. Plus they have two sensors on either side of the thing. They're little white discs on stands, square or rectangular discs. And that's just a backup of a backup of a backup system. Got to make sure. Earlier on, you would have seen, this is Peter from Real Kojimas. What a gentleman this is. On the right-hand side, the 5Ks would have finished there. They do not go over the timing mat. They do not have timing on them. These are all the 15Ks coming in now. We're going to have a bit of coverage with the Insta360 at prize giving, and Cody will do a walk around, and then you can hear all the fun and laughing and the chatting of the runners, what they do at prize giving. We'll hear a word or two from the sponsor, Sipiwe, from Mercedes-Benz East London, or Mercedes-Benz South Africa. Looks like another Nedbank East London runner coming in here. I always wanted to ask bearded people, don't you get hot from that beard? Cody, another Adventus runner coming in. And you can see an overview of the Old Selbornian Club. It's also been upgraded with a new parking lot, new paving, big deck out there, and paddle courts. Alright, so we're going to cross over and leave you now. We're going to cross over back to the Insta360 camera, and I'll give you real life sounds.
Can we clear this area? We want to do the prize giving, please. You can take the selfies afterwards. Bodyguards, can we clear the area here? We want to do prize giving. Can you hear me? Everybody hear me?
Our own.
For you again next year. Enjoy your day, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you very much, Superior. Thanks. So, as I said, without a sponsor, we would not be having this event. And here we are again with the main sponsor of our event, and we are very, very grateful to have them here. Thank you very much once again. Unfortunately, no one gets the car. We would all probably like to have it, but you can take photos and selfies around there. Then, just a quick thank you to a few other sponsors and people that were part of the event. Twizzer, who gave the hydration at the end. Thank you very much to Twizzer. Of course, the runners. If the runners weren't here, we wouldn't have an event. So thank you very much for once again supporting this event. The date has changed, but it seems as if we've increased the numbers a bit. So thank you very much. And just to tell you guys again, today is the Mercedes Mercedes-Benz Old Selbornian Road Race. Next weekend is a Mercedes-Benz Athletics Club race that's at Python Park. So it's two different races. It's not only today, there are two. Please support both. Okay, so then Twizzle, as I said at the end, the traffic department, Robot Security, Old Selbornian Club for the venue, the Board Athletics referees, Board Athletics is themselves, and every single person that helped today, the marshals, at registration, at the water points, Mercedes-Benz, thank you very much. Thanks to all the club members who assisted at registration yesterday, today, on the field, all the volunteers, thank you very much. Without you, we also wouldn't be able to hold this event. The committee, thank you very much. It takes a lot of planning to get these events to run smoothly, and I think today we can say, once again, it went very smoothly. Thanks very much. Thanks to our entire committee. To our photographer, Dean Venish, thank you. He's looking at something, I don't know what that is. Dean and son, the camera and the drone in the top there. Thank you very much. With the prize giving, somebody's still coming in. Well done, well done. Just give a clap hands to the people that have just come in and finished the event. I think the weather was really good to everyone today, and I think you should have all enjoyed the conditions. So well done to each and every one of you that completed the event, especially the prize winners, but of course each and every one of you that ran. Well done. So what we will be doing with the prizes is that we're going to be taking the banking details of each person. I will give you the envelope and then just fill your details on there and give it back to me. We're not going to be handing out cash for safety reasons. So just please make sure you fill in your banking details plus your cell number, and then I will make sure that it's paid into your account by no later than Wednesday. I'll try sooner than that. Okay, so without further ado, let's go through the prizes. I'm going to ask some people to help me. Okay, let me get the boards going. Where? Get up. Okay, we will start off with the ladies. The juniors, we only have one junior lady. In first place is Kuzenka Sirawa from Royal Gajimas. Well done.
Big smiles. Oh, I'm ready for Sharon. Here you go, thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, then we go to the open group. Third position, we've got Andrea Ranger from Born to Run. Andrea, are you here?
Mam Tebu.
Okay, then in second position we have Karen Artachan from Born to Run.
They went out in the third lane. Are they here? Hey,
Yes. And in first position, Lauren Ranger, also from Born to Run. Well done, ladies.
Smart, Karen. Are you at somebody's birthday today?
Is it your birthday? Happy birthday. Just fill your details in on the envelope with Bill and back, please.
I know things.
I'll get Andrea's from her. Okay, then in the age group 35 to 39, in third position we have Angela Leach from Nedbank. Gotcha. Okay. In second position we have have Effa Mayo from Pumpkins. There she is. Well done.
Big smiles. Thank you.
And in first place we have Angelique Norton from Oxford Striders. Angelique, are you here? Okay, then in the age group of 40 to 49, third Andrea Ranger, second Karen Watergan, and first Lauren Ranger, all from Born to Run.
Stay down and go again. All together. Andrea, not here. Singing the song by Edna. Okay, here we go. Sorry, it's these two remind me.
Okay, then 50 to 59, in third place we've got Terry Schultz from Redbank.
Smile. Thank you.
Second place, Janet from Redbank. Janet, are you here? And first place, Jennifer Taylor from Oxford Striders. Well done.
Smile.
Okay, then the ladies, age group 60 to 69. In third place, Janice McCary from Queenstown Harriers.
Smile.
Second, Esma Urki from the Simon Paces. And in first place, Annette Mayer from Kanuki Harriers.
So get the first place.
Second place, Celine Nell from Paces.
The last one I could buy my ngari basa kahle lekin ah to buy now